Welcome back to the Rice and Slice Golf Show podcast. My name is Theo, gentlemen, with a nice Swilken bridge, Swilken hat that a very nice gentleman got for him. His name is Chenji. My name is Theo. Welcome back, guys. Episode 64. What is going on?
Yes.
I got it right.
What is going on?
You okay, mate?
What is going on? Yeah, good, man.
That hat looks good on you, yeah?
Feels like I've just seen you, mate.
Well, you did a couple of days ago.
Really? Did I?
Was it? It was like 2 days ago. We didn't really spend much time together. You came by my shop. You kind of said hi, had some food, and then you kind of left. But you also came bearing with gifts, which is always great. You definitely gave me more than what I gave you. All I got for you was a little silly hat that you're wearing and a little a scorecard holder, which was pretty cool with your name on it and the Rice and Slice logo. You came with 3 pairs of shoes, a pair of shorts, a golf football top, gifts for the new babies that are on the way, Chinese sweets that were unreal, that are all gone, by the way.
Wait, no way, they're all gone. Dude, you see how big the box is, mate? It's like huge.
Yeah, I know.
And then he ate them all.
Dude, you know, it's weird, right? Because like Chinese and like Japanese stuff, like especially when it comes to food, the packaging is just like next level. Like I know it sounds so stupid to say this, dude. The packaging that it came in, I expected it to open and then just be like naked biscuits, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you open it and then it's just biscuits, not like another set of like packaged biscuits. And the packaging, dude, it's like
packaging.
It's like, yeah, that inside that packaging has packaging. Dude, they were insane. They were like, the only way I can explain, obviously you can explain it better than me. The only way I can explain them is the Chinese version of a fig roll, but instead of fig, it's pineapple.
Yeah.
Or it's like shortbread with pineapple in the middle. I don't know what it was. It was insane. They're all gone.
I mean, mate, you should have chucked a few in your golf bag for the round.
That's a very good idea.
Good energy boosters.
That is a great idea.
Well,
next time.
Sorry, mate.
Next time.
It's all gone.
Next time.
You're supposed to eat them for Chinese New Year, you fat bastard.
You never told me I was supposed to save them.
I'm just kidding.
You just gave them to me.
No. I'm actually kidding. I'm actually kidding. You're supposed to just eat them.
When's Chinese New Year?
Like in 2 weeks' time. Actually, like next week.
What date?
8th of February.
Okay. Oh, no, it's Thursday.
Oh yeah, it's next weekend. It is next weekend.
Yeah, Thursday.
Right.
What do you do to celebrate Chinese New Year?
It's like a whole week of celebrations, right? So you play golf on the first day, and then you play golf.
Like a lion. No. Is there any traditions that you kind of typically do? Because I think this is quite interesting.
I mean, it's like, family get together. It's our version of Christmas, right? Where everybody gets together, no matter how far you are, where you are, right? So it's the busiest time of the year to travel. It probably is the single sort of it's like what's it called? It's the day where like the single, what's it called? Like the most traffic happens. Air traffic, train traffic, everything. My dad used to when he went to university in Shanghai, he used to take a train standing because there's obviously everything is full for 26 hours to go back to his hometown.
That is mental.
To see, his parents, and that's what happens during Chinese New Year. We call it the spring traffic, which is when again it's that couple of days where it's like Thanksgiving over in America, where all the traveling around the country happens.
It's just madness, absolute chaos.
Then you're supposed to eat dumplings, right? That's a very traditional food together. Back in the days when in communist China, when everybody was kind of poor, that's like the one day you slaughter your pig or something, you get to eat meat, because for the rest of the year you're eating carbs basically.
That's crazy. That's cool.
And then it's the one day you get to eat some meat basically. It's it's when the family gets together to feast. Do you clean the house for the new year?
Do you exchange gifts?
Fireworks. Basically the elders gift the children, right?
Yeah.
By children, I mean unmarried. So I'm considered a child because I'm unmarried.
No way.
So,
okay, that's interesting.
So the elders have to give me what's called a little red pocket, which is filled with money, right? So the kids usually after Chinese New Year, they get to show up. Oh, there's so much money I got. This is how much money I got.
Yeah. That's really cool.
And now all that money is virtual, so you can basically send over the Chinese app on WeChat, right?
Yeah.
You just basically send people virtual red pockets. So. And then people send this to friends as well. So if you're in it's like the equivalent of having a WhatsApp group chat.
Yeah.
And then people just put basically say like, I'm gonna put like £100 into this one big red pocket, and then there's like 30 available. So the first 30 people to like click on it,
that is
will
so
get like
cool.
will get like a piece of it.
That's
and it's
really
like
cool.
fully random, right? So some people will get like say like £20, other people get like 10 pennies. So it's like fully depending on luck.
That's pretty
So-
cool, man. I like that. We should.
So then, like
yeah,
the
we
rule,
should
the
have
kind of
something like this.
the rule kind of is like a roll up, right? It's like if you collect one, you gotta give one, right? And then it doesn't matter how much you end up collecting, right?
You still have
like,
to give.
And hopefully, like, well, you don't have to. It's like, but it's like it's fun that way, right?
Yeah, of
so
course.
it just keeps on rolling, and then hopefully you end up making more than you've given
And
away.
there's
But
one
it's just something
stingy
fun.
bastard that his name is Chenji, and he's like, I'm not collecting and I'm not giving either. He's just like,
Mate, have you opened up your like the card that I've given you?
what card?
Yeah, for the like in the bag, there's like a card.
I didn't see a card.
No way. Come on, sad. Fine. Go on. You threw it away.
I'm gonna ask Christiana now.
Fine. It's in the bag. It's in the bag. No, don't.
1 sec. Stay there, guys. Just talk.
No. All right, dude. It's been like 10 minutes and we haven't even talked about golf yet.
Okay. Dude, what did the card say? Was there money in the card? Was there a check for £1 million?
2 million, mate. What do you think I am?
I'm
A
going
peasant?
now. I'm going to check. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, mate. Yeah, it's funny, right? Because you came down. Obviously, you were in a bit of a rush, whatever. And you needed to, like, you had another 3-hour drive back home, which is fair. I will see you again this Sunday because we're playing golf at Collingtree. Please don't forget. Please don't turn up late. It would be nice if you I don't turn up early, but I'm going to be there hitting a few balls and practicing or whatever.
Dude, is it really playing with Chenji if he doesn't show up like 2 minutes before the tee time?
You're right. Just do whatever you want. As long as you know what tee time.
Dude, just relax. I don't know
I'm
why
fine.
every time you get worked up,
fine.
and it's like every time it happens.
I'm fine.
You know me.
Call me
You
whenever
know
you
me.
want, right? But it's funny because you came over. We saw each other briefly for a couple of like an hour and a half or whatever it was, and I was looking at you, and I was like, Chenji, man, I've had a week. And then you were like, what happened? I was like, do you want me to tell you now? Or do you want me to just save it for the podcast? And you were just staring at me, and then we were like, oh, let's just save it for the podcast. And it was to the point where we were literally staring at each other like we wanted to talk about the whole week that I've been through, golf related, obviously. And I couldn't say anything, man. So this podcast is a blessing and a curse because when we're together, we have to figure out other things other than golf to talk about because we have to save our golf conversations for the podcast, which is a shame.
I know it's a shame, but like, we've got more than us to take care of now. We've got more than our happiness to take care of now. We got to entertain.
You're right.
Are you not entertained?
You're right. Okay.
What I'm thinking about is that meme. You know what I'm talking about.
Which was the Gladiator one?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Are you not entertained?
Yes. That's basically me and you both every single week.
No, but it's like
trying our best.
But every time we just look at each other, and it's like a bit of sexual tension there. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, not just a bit, dude. There's loads of that going around. Anyway,
right,
dude,
like right in front of your like wife's face, like
yeah. No, she
looking
loves
at each
it.
other, it's
She's
like,
fine. She's
I
happy.
want to tell you something. It's like, don't do it. Save it.
Yeah, basically that's what happens. And I'm like,
just don't,
dude,
don't say it, babe.
I'm struggling.
I know you are. You gotta save it.
I'm ready. 10 minutes
ready?
in. 10 minutes into the podcast, I'm ready to kind of share my week with you, dude.
Let's go.
Oh my god. So, I don't even know where to start, dude. We start.
Broke your clubs.
Sorry?
You broke your clubs.
No, that's the only thing that didn't happen this week.
Ooh.
I sold my G430 driver. I got fitted for a QI10. And then I have to wait 2 weeks before I receive that QI10. So I put the old G410 ping driver back in the bag. I proceed to break 80 for the first time ever. I then did it again the day after. I came first in my club competition on Saturday. I see my friend Harry chip in an incredible greenside chip on like hardest green on the golf course to then watch him swing and miss his tee shot with a driver twice on the same round. and I played 35 holes without losing a ball. I then sell my old G425 irons. I used the money to buy a new 3-wood. And now I'm sitting here contemplating whether or not me buying the new driver was actually a useless task. What do you want to unpack first, dude?
I mean, wait a minute. The G4 is that the new one? No, is that the G435?
No, okay. So the new one is a G430 10K. The old one, the one that I
you
had.
bought it. So you from last year or 2 years now?
Last year, not even a year, dude.
Last year. Okay.
So I had the G430, and I was going back and forward with, in between the G430 Max 10K, whatever it is, and the new TaylorMade QI10. And I was like, which one? I'm reading and learning and reading and learning and whatever. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go hit them both. I chose to go to American Golf. 1, because it was just convenient. 2, because I knew what I wanted. I didn't want to get fitted. I knew what I wanted, and I pretty much went and fitted myself. I know what my miss is. I know, because what I found is whenever I go and get fitted for a driver, I don't really hit the drivers that well. So I'm like, okay, let's go try out all the different drivers and see what happens. I already knew it was between the Ping and the TaylorMade, right? So luckily, the day that I went to get fitted was the day that they actually received the new Ping 10K in stock into the shop. So they received it via post, like literally 10 minutes before I arrived. So I was the first person to hit that, the new Ping, right?
That's sick.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So I tried the TaylorMade, I tried the Ping. I was way, way, way more consistent with the TaylorMade than what I was with the Ping. I was a little bit surprised. It felt nice off the face. All the numbers look great. I lost about 10 yards of distance, but consistency, it was perfectly fine. So I don't care if I lost a little bit of distance. Spin rate was silly low, which was quite surprising. It was like 2,400 RPM, which is it's good for me, especially. That's like unbelievable.
Yeah, but to be fair, the spin rate in like indoor simulator without like those little dots spread around the sort of club and the ball isn't that accurate.
They had it on. I asked them to. I asked them to put it on so I can get my club speed and the spin rate more accurate, basically. So I got fitted for an extra stiff shaft as well as a stiff, and I don't know if it was in my head, because I know that a stiff shaft is definitely what I need, and I don't need an extra stiff shaft. And
that's what she said.
Yeah, that's exactly what she said. And because it was in my head that I don't need an extra stiff shaft, I almost hit bad shots on purpose because I knew this is not for me. So it was almost like in my head, like, oh, this is not going to work out. I was negative. I wasn't very open-minded with the extra stiff, basically. So obviously, I stuck with the stiff shaft. I went for a bit of a heavier weight than the one that I have now on the shaft. But yeah, I was way, way more consistent with the TaylorMade than the Ping. And apparently, the Ping G430 10K is not that big of it's like a tiny step up than the G430 that I currently have. It's not that big of a difference. It looks exactly the same. It just has 10K on the side.
Like, of all the features they could have gotten rid of or modified, they chose to keep the sort of green, the ugly little green features.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
I've always thought it was a bit awkward. It was just a bit awkward.
Yeah.
Exactly,
it's a bit of a gimmick. It's a shame how, I don't know, man. Well, saying that, Stealth did it with the first Stealth and then the second Stealth. So that looks exactly the same, right? Like there was accents of something different.
That is true.
It's not. It wasn't that big.
Wait a minute. I thought he had like the whole set of Stealth. Did it get Stealth 2s?
Who?
Stealth.
No. Sorry, Stealth does have Stealth 2. But what I'm saying is, from Stealth 1 to Stealth. Sorry, you messed up the Stealth with the Stealth.
I was wait a minute. Okay, fine. I thought you were talking about Stealth.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yes, the TaylorMade Stealth 2 looks very similar to the Stealth, first Stealth, right? So yeah, that kind of makes sense. But yeah, I ended up going for the QI10. I should be receiving it on the 2nd of February, so I'm waiting for the call. On the same day, I sold my G430 for a decent price. I sold it for £300, which I'm happy with. It's fine.
No way, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because how much you get it for?
I don't remember. I want to say 450 or 500.
That's not bad at all.
I think
mate.
it was 499. So then again, I put like basically £200 out of my own pocket to buy a new driver. So you can't really moan too much, can you?
Nah.
So it's all right.
It's all right.
And then what else happened? There's loads of things. Oh my god, dude! I saw the Cobra, the Dark Speed, when I was American Golf, and I was there holding it, and I was like, I can't let myself try it. I can't do it because what was going to happen is I was going to slice it 10 times out of 10, and then I'd be like, yep, this is the one for me. Put it in the bag, and I'm like, no. So I just didn't try it because I knew that even if I hit it half as consistent as I did with the TaylorMade, I will still go for the Stealth just for how good it looks. Pure vibes and looks. Cobra Dark Speed wins every time. Yeah. So I ended up just like leaving it on the shelf. I did the responsible and sensible thing. I didn't even, try it out. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. But yeah, what else happened? And
Tell us about your rounds. You broke 80.
Oh my god, dude. I haven't played golf in like 2 weeks nearly because of how bad the weather was. So the first round after like a week and like 10 days was on Saturday. I went in quite early. I always go in early, as you know. I hit a few shots. I hit a few, like putts. I did all the right things. I went into the pro shop, and I'm quite quite friendly with the pro at Ashbourne, Steve. Shout out to you, Steve. And we were talking about, I sold my new my driver, and I got a new driver and all that kind of stuff, right? And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm trying to sell my irons and thinking about getting a 3-wood. And he was like, oh, which 3-wood are you going to get? I was like, well, it's probably either between the new Ping or the new TaylorMade. And he was like, oh, I've got the new TaylorMade here. Dude, the guy gets the brand new TaylorMade 3-wood out the bag, out his golf bags that he has all scattered around. He takes the wrapper off the brand new 3-wood, and he goes, here you go, mate. Take it out on course and try it out. And I was like, really? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, what do you mean? He goes, dude, like I always I fit clubs here. I didn't know this. Because I fit clubs here, and what I do is before somebody commits to buying a club, I let them go out and like try it out on course. And I was like, that is brilliant. Why don't more people do that? But obviously, I felt bad because he literally took the wrapper off, like the plastic off, a brand new TaylorMade 3-wood. He goes, here you go, try it. So I was like, oh, what if I scratch it? Wait. And he goes, don't worry, dude. It's a demo. Like, that's the reason they're here, is for people to try. I was like, okay, cool. So I went out. So I had my G410, my 3-year-old driver in the bag. I had a brand new 3-wood in the bag that I was going to try out. And obviously my wedges and irons and putter. And then I proceeded to break 80 for the first time ever. I had 11.
That's crazy.
Well, I had 11 pars in a row and a birdie. So 12 out of 18, it was 11 pars and a birdie. Dude, I can't even tell you. I didn't have any like world-class shots. I drove the ball really, really well. Really, really well. But again, I can't even tell you like, oh, I was just a little bit consistent with everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And not only
100%. Dude, good golf is boring golf because what are you doing? You're hitting a drive onto the fairway, and then you're hitting an iron into the green, and then you 2-putt for par, right? That's boring golf. There's no hero shots. There's no like, exactly like, I don't know, making like a, putting it within 5 foot in the rough with a hybrid 200 yards away, right? That's like a hero shot.
I know,
but that's not going to happen.
There was shots like that where I would slice, let's say, the driver, or I would have like a, I don't know, let's say I would slice a driver, and then my second shot would be like, let's say 200 yards to the green. So what I would do is I missed the green, short, but then I would chip it close. So yes, I haven't made a green in regulation, but I've chipped it close enough where it's.
But that's good golf then.
Not a tap in par.
But that's not boring.
I didn't say
that's pretty cool.
I didn't say it was boring golf, but I was just like, I didn't struggle. I don't know how to explain it. There was bad shots, there was good shots. There wasn't like world class shots, but I didn't struggle. Where normally I was saying, I don't know if it was it you? Oh, no, I think it was like Harry who I was playing with yesterday. It was like, if I sliced it or if I hit a bad shot and I was under a tree, I would be under that tree before taking a shot and I'd be thinking, oh, I've doubled this hole. Like, there's no way I'm not gonna double it. But I would take my second shot out that tree and I'd be like, on the like green side short or whatever, and then I'd chip on and then tap it in. And it's like, so why was I struggling before? Like, what was I doing wrong under that tree before to mess up that bad where I had to, instead of getting a 4, I'm getting a 6 or a 7? Does that make sense?
Well,
like, all my pars were quite easy pars. I can't really say, like, some were, okay, some I had to, like, had some deep, like 10 foot, like 8 foot putts to make a par. But then again, even if I missed that putt and I made a bogey, it's not the end of the world, dude. It's not, it's fine. But it was crazy. And then I shoot, we were on the 18th and I 3-putted and I got a 6 on the 18th. But keep in mind, we were on the 18th and I didn't count my score because I was like, the last thing I knew I've been playing well. The last thing I wanted to do is get that in my head that I'm playing really well. You have to shoot 5 on this on the 18th to break 80. I didn't want that added pressure. Just let me play my game. If I break 80, amazing. If I don't break 80, it's okay. It's not my day today. It's going to be next week or tomorrow, right? So I was like, I'm not counting. So I 3-put on the last. I make a double. And all I kept saying to myself on Saturday, when we were like walking to my bag, I was like, I swear to God, if I didn't break 80 because I 3-putted on the last, I'm going to be pissed. So we go inside into the pro shop. I get my card out because it was like a competition round. I put my score in and it said 78, and I'm like, oh my actual God. Yesterday, obviously I'm like, okay, it's time to humble myself now. Day after, it's going to be like, bag of shit golf or go back to normal, whatever. Because obviously me breaking 80 is not normal. If I'm shooting low 80s, I'm very, very happy. If I'm breaking like 85, I'm very, very happy. Go back on Sunday. I proceed to play decent golf again. My driving was absolute dog shit, like terrible driving. But again, I recovered really well. On Sunday, I had the Ping G430 3-wood in my bag. So I went in the pro shop and I go, dude, can I try the Ping, the new Ping 3-wood? He's like, yeah, cool. And he takes the wrapper off.
Unwraps it.
Yeah, gives it to me. He goes, what shaft are you on? I'm like, yeah, give me stiff. And he's like, yeah. He's just there making clubs in the back. And he's like, here you go, mate, have a go. And I'm like, sick.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing, Steve.
Mate, incredible. So now I'm probably going to get the 3-wood, the TaylorMade QI10 3-wood. Dude, yeah. I was like hitting it so like soft and it was going 240 yards. And I was like, cool. But I need to figure out my miss. That's what I need. So I know like how I'm playing it basically. But yeah, man, it was great. Sunday, I do the same. Again, I doubled the last. Well, I didn't double, sorry. I played 35 holes without losing a ball. And I sliced my tee shot on the 18th and it went into the water. And I was like, of course it's going to happen on the 18th. So that was pretty cool. Like, I've never...
So what did you shoot on Sunday?
On Sunday, I shot 80. And the reason I shot 80 is because I had a penalty stroke on the last. Otherwise, I would have broke 80 again.
So you would have... Again,
it's mad, isn't it? It's I don't know. It's been 2 days of incredible golf.
Well, dude, when it happens, it just happens.
I know, man. I just hope it kind of stays like that and it doesn't kind of leave.
Dude, I was just checking out your My England Golf handicap. Nothing's changed, mate. You haven't recorded a bloody
No. The reason why is because it's winter golf, so they can't. You can't enter.
Oh, of course it is. Yeah,
like
that's
an official.
The length isn't. Because the length isn't long enough.
Yeah. So I think
it's
from
too much of a variation.
I think from either March or April, the competition rounds that we play are going to start counting on My England Golf, and hopefully.
So basically, you got some free money without it affecting your handicap.
Basically, yes, and that free money can go towards a 3-wood. So
how much money was it? 40 quid?
I think it is, and I already have like 50 quid in my account. And 40 quid from this week, so that's 90 quid off my new 3-wood. That's not bad, is it? That's all right.
That's brilliant.
And today, literally 10 minutes ago, literally just before the podcast started, I sold my G4 25 irons, my old irons.
Nice. How much you get for them?
450 quid, which is not bad. Plus,
that's not bad.
It was...
They're about, what, 3 years old?
2.
2 years.
2 years old, and they... It was to a friend, so I was very generous. It's something like 9 clubs, dude. It's from 4-iron to sand wedge So I bought them for £800 from 5-iron to pitch and wedge. So I paid extra for a sand wedge, extra for a gap wedge, and extra for a 4-iron. So technically, I paid £1,100 for the actual clubs. But I sold it to this kid for $450. But actually, Dan's probably listening. Hi, Dan. I hope you enjoy. And he also bought my driver as well. He bought my driver and my irons. Same guy.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
So, dude, the funniest thing happened. He buys my driver. Dan buys my driver. He sends me £300 on a Thursday. He goes to me, dude, I'm going to come on Friday and collect the driver. I'm like, yeah, cool, man, no problem. So he comes by, he collects the driver. Friday night, I'm sitting at home, I'm watching a film, 10:30 at night. Phone goes off. Dan messages me, he goes, dude, did I send you the money or did I forget? And I'm like, dude, to be honest with you, I haven't even checked my bank account, so I assumed you did. He goes, just have a look, dude, because I don't think I've sent you money. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll go in my bank. I see Dan Mackin plus £300. He sent me the money. So I go back, I message him, I say, dude, I don't know what to say. I didn't receive the money. So he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude. I'll send the money now. I'm like, dude, there's no way this kid's about to send me £300 more. And like, he's in your recent transaction and he's not going to notice that there's £300 missing at his bank.
That's hilarious.
5 minutes go by, he messages me, goes, yeah, hey, here you go, dude. Just go check. I've definitely sent you the money now. So I go, and then he has Daniel Mackin, £300, underneath Daniel Mackin, £300. The kid sent me the money twice. So I'm literally sitting there pissing myself, and I FaceTime him. I'm like, you idiot. I was joking. You sent me the money twice. He was like, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. I was like, listen, you won the irons, send me £150 more, and then we call it quits. And he's like, oh, I'm not sure. So he ended up coming round, getting I gave him the 5, 6, and 7 iron. And I go, when you go to the driving range, try them out. He tried them out once and he goes, dude, these irons are incredible. I was like, I keep telling you, man. Like, more people need to listen to me. Like, mid to high handicappers, if you want any tips,
the pinks.
You have to listen to us, man.
You have to.
Like, we know everything there is to know about how to fix your slice, to what clubs you should get. Honestly.
Is it the sexiest clubs? It's not.
No, the thick
is it the most beautifully sounding clubs?
No,
it's not.
But they work.
Right? But
They
will it
bloody
get you to will it get you to a 13 handicap? Yes, they will.
Easily.
In the quickest way, easily.
It's mad. Absolutely crazy, man. But yeah, 100%. It was pretty cool. So what else? Oh, dude. Yeah, it was just a overall great week. Great weekend of golf. Very, very happy. 2 weeks to the day, I'll be in Portugal playing golf. Chenji, unfortunately, is not coming with us.
So jealous. Yeah,
man. But it's now we're 4 because my cousin Stel's coming. So that's great.
Yeah.
So now we're like an official 4-ball. We are planning on making a video. I've got behind me silly purchases of the week.
Silly purchases of the week. Silly purchases of the week.
I don't know. Well, this definitely counts as a silly purchase. Dude, I went out and bought the new GoPro.
No way, that's silly, mate.
That is so
that's
silly.
I feel like that's the original silly purchase.
That
of the
is
week,
a
right?
proper, the epitome of a silly purchase.
Here's a fun fact about me and GoPro. Every single time I bought a GoPro, and I've bought 3 of them, within 2 weeks I've lost them.
No way. You've lost them?
I've lost twice while skiing and once while I think it was surfing or some kind of water sport.
Dude,
either some jet skis or surfing, mate.
That GoPro is gone, but the skiing GoPros, whoever found that was rubbing their hands yes, I'm so happy.
100%.
Oh
100%.
man, I'm gutted. Well,
dude, it's next time I'm in a ski slope or a ski resort or something, I'm gonna look at the most rookie looking guy or girl with
I just follow them around
a GoPro on.
Yeah.
I just follow around them all day long until they lose it, and then I pick it up and say sayonara, baby.
Yeah. Love that. But yeah, this is my first actually GoPro that I own, and I was like, okay, we need to start, making more content. We need to start making more golf videos. So
100%.
I don't know, but it's so easy to say and so hard to do, man. It takes so long to edit. The easy bit is actually recording the video. The difficult bit is actually editing the video. I struggle with that so much. I struggle with the podcast, let alone with an actual proper golf video.
Dude, send the videos to me. I do them in my bed.
Okay,
I do them on my phone.
I know, man, but it's just you say send them, dude. It's gonna be 40 at least 40 gigabytes of files, and it's gonna be literally 300 different files. It's not, honestly, dude. It's so difficult. Anyway, Anyway, we're getting
Fair
off topic. So the plan is we're definitely going to make one video. Shall I tell you what it is? It doesn't matter, does it? We're
go
gonna
on.
basically is if you bogey a hole, you have to drink a shot
Yeah, he
of
told me that.
alcohol. So that's the plan, and it's gonna get messy because we've got a 26 handicap with us, a 12 handicap, and a 13 handicap. So
Wait.
And
Is
the-
that
and
like
to be
net of
fair-
handicap or gross?
No,
Is
no.
it a net
No, it's
bogey
net.
or a gross bogey?
no, it's a net bogey.
Okay,
and to
okay.
be fair, the 26 handicap is like a semi-professional drinker.
Dude,
So-
he'll be making like,
So
he'll be doing it on purpose.
He probably will do. To be fair, so it could get really, really messy. I know it's gonna get really, really funny. And I don't know. I kind of hope we play bad. But I mean, dude, you know me. I can't handle drink. I can't drink to save my life, dude. So
Dude,
yeah,
we're actually talking about this, right? Like, when I saw you, you were like, you were actually a bit scared.
yeah,
because,
I'm genuinely like
both,
terrified.
Like, both you and your cousin Stel, you guys are like, I wouldn't say you guys like don't drink, but you guys are like very moderate drinkers, right? Like, drinking is not in your like
Yes.
DNA, right? Like, you'll have a glass of wine, right? Or like you'll have a glass of cider
Yeah.
after a round, or
Yeah, but that's it.
like you'll have a shandy,
Yes.
like after a round, and then maybe like when you're eating dinner, like
Yeah.
you may have like you don't even have drinks when you have dinner or something, anything.
No,
Not
really.
But like,
It's
but you're
crazy.
going with two proper English lads,
Like
right?
like borderline alcoholics. Well, no. That's too far. There's Harry. I know you're listening.
We're good.
Dude, that's actually funny, right? Off topic, Harry and Jack, the two lads that I'm going with, English boys, great lads, great banter. It's funny. I told them this before. The way British people think about drink is the same way as Greek people think about food.
Yes.
Right? So we like all I think about every day is what I'm gonna eat next. Food. I'm gonna go to we've been to restaurants together, dude. I order half the menu and I'm like, we're nibbling. And this is how good me and Chenji are when we go out. He orders a meal, I order a meal, and we have this like pact. We don't need to speak about it. Both of our meals are going to get shared between us. Like we don't even
easy.
I'm not even like thinking about what Chenji's ordering. And what we'll do, we'll order like a third meal to share as well. We did it in everyone was like looking at us like, what? Why are you guys ordering so much? I'm like, dude, we're in Italy, man. We're here to eat. And they were like, oh, we're here to drink. I'm like, well, yeah, you do you. I do me. Chenji though, he eats and drinks. It's like he's done both. He's just non-stop. But yeah, so they love a drink, Jack and Harry. Yeah, Harry is the 26 handicap, and it's funny, right? Last week, remember, last episode, I should say, I announced to you and obviously all the listeners that we're pregnant, right? We're having twins.
Yeah.
And the reason why, and there was a few family members and friends that I haven't told yet. And because I wanted to tell them face to face, one of those friends and family members that I'm looking forward to saying, that we're pregnant to face was Harry. I didn't know. I've been friends with Harry for nearly a year, like quite close, dude. I didn't realize that Harry listened to the podcast every single week. So Harry texts Jack and he's like, did you know that Christiana is pregnant with twins? And Jack obviously knew because I told him face to face. And the plan was that we were going to tell him at the airport when we were going to Portugal and like surprise Harry. Not like Harry. I wasn't expecting Harry to like start crying and break down. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe Christiana's pregnant. But
well, you never know, man. You never know.
I definitely didn't expect that. But it was just a nice surprise to kind of see his face. Because the biggest surprise is when you tell him you're having twins. That's the surprise, right?
Yeah.
So I want to see the facial reaction. But Harry ends up finding out on the podcast. And then I'm like, I was like, dude, I'm sorry you found out that way. I didn't even realize you listened. Because normally if you listen, you kind of, I heard your podcast the other day. I like that bit. Or I didn't like that bit. Or, I have an opinion on that bit that you said. That's what normally happens. Harry never mentioned to me that he listened to the podcast when he was like driving to work or whatever. Anyway, it was just a shame that he found out that way. So Harry, officially, I am sorry that you found out this way. But I still love you and I can't wait to go Portugal with you. So there we go. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I am dreading going Portugal with the boys. I'm genuinely worried. But it is what it is. We'll have a good time.
Good luck. And then, wear your GoPro at all times around you, right? So you can record the funny stories.
Do you know what like they both look at me really weird. So I do this thing where obviously I have a few drinks, and then when it's time to go, 99.9% of people, like if you have a pint of beer or like a whiskey or whatever, what you do is you down. Okay, come on, boys, let's go. We're off. And then you down whatever's left, and then you get up and leave.
Yeah.
That's a very normal thing.
Yeah.
If there's literally 3/4 of a pint left in my drink, I'm not drinking it.
Leave it there.
I leave it there. Dude, they look down on me so much for doing that. They're like, just
Wait,
drinking.
I look down on you.
Yeah. It's like, I understand. I completely understand what I'm doing. But guys, I'm really sorry, man. It's just, it's just not me. I can't help it. Plus, it's not something that you can fake. Like, you know, if you're there drinking shots, I have to drink the shot. I can't just fake drinking a shot, dude. I'm not going to.
Now, bearing in mind, this is a guy, right? This gentleman in front of you, next to me, Theo, he used to work in Mallorca, in Magaluf.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
You know,
there was other things going on
DJ
that time that the drink didn't really affect anything, dude. But yeah, that life is behind me. We're past that now. We've got babies we've got twins on the way. We have to be, you know, no more messing about.
Crazy.
So the crazy times are way behind me, dude. It feels like a dream. It was like 12 years ago. But yeah, there was it was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. But yeah, anyway, dude, yeah, man, it's been a good week. I've got 2 new clubs. I've sold my old clubs. I was planning on taking my old clubs to Cyprus and just leaving them there. So whenever I went to Cyprus to play golf, I already had golf clubs. I don't need to carry them. But now that we're having babies on the way, I don't even know when I'm going to be going to Cyprus. So it's a shame for me to have such incredible golf clubs just sitting in a garage collecting dust for a year or whatever. It's such a shame. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll sell them. I'll put the money towards the new clubs or whatever, and then I'm going to have some money left over. And, you know, happy days. It is what it is.
To be fair, now that you mention it, I don't even know why you bought new clubs. Like, you're gonna barely play like in a couple of rounds this year once, you know, you've got the babies, but you know, you never know.
Well, saying that, don't make it worse, first of all. Second of all, in my defense, I bought the clubs before we knew that Christiana was pregnant. Not the driver.
Fair enough.
Not the driver or the 3-wood, which pretty much cost the same money as the irons.
Exactly. The irons.
But yeah. But my plan is,
hey, worst case, I'll borrow them.
Worst case, you borrow them. My plan is single-digit handicapper before the babies arrive.
Yeah.
And then I'm not gonna happily retire. I'm not gonna retire, dude. You know what it is? I don't want to lose the bug because I know how hard I've worked to get to single digits, right? From a 27 handicap to single digits in 3 years.
How would this podcast exist if you didn't play golf?
Exactly. So my worry is that now that I've put so much work in, especially over winter, to try and get my handicap down, and all that work that I put into my golf swing and my everything, my golfing IQ, shall we say. Obviously, I'm happy that we're having babies. I've been wanting kids and a family since I can literally remember. I feel like if I stop playing for like 2-3 months and I go back, you almost have to start all over again. And I'm like, do I really have it in me? Is it like muscle memory? Like, you know, like when you go back to the gym after taking a year off, you, I don't know, like it's muscle memory. So is it like that? I don't think it is, dude. I think if I lose it, I don't think I have it in me to start it all over again. So I need to make sure that...
I don't think you'll ever lose it. You don't lose something like this, man.
Nah, like, mate, I don't know, man.
No, seriously, you don't lose something like this. You don't lose something.
I mean, I'm definitely not. If let's say I'm a 9.9 handicap this time in June, right? A year from today, if I'm playing once every 2 weeks, let's say, there's no way I can keep that 9.9 handicap. It's going to go way up, dude. There's no way. It's impossible, no? There's no way I can stay consistent with my irons and my driver.
I mean, look, I think it's the little things, right? You know, you get to stay at home, you know, carry the baby, like, you know, on your back, and then you get to chip a couple of balls in your living room, right? I don't know. You know,
yeah, maybe. We'll see. Listen, I'm happy either way. Whatever happens, happens.
Look, you know, you may not be hitting it as far with your driver.
That's fine. I don't care about. I'm not bothered about distance.
It's all about the short game, mate.
I agree.
I think that's the thing, right? If you feel confident about your short game, your handicap is always going to be low.
I agree.
Like, it doesn't really matter, like, you know, how long you go. It's really like how short you can go.
I agree. I'm excited. It's good. I'm really excited. But it's just obviously the best of both worlds, right? And you can't have the cake and eat it too. So it is what it is. Anyway. Moving on. We've got obviously some news coming straight off the press. Tiro Hatton has, I don't know, has he signed for Lived? Or
he signed for 50 million,
or
right?
Or has
and,
he? Is it allegedly signed? Is not an official?
No. I think it's done, mate.
Is it official?
But dude, you heard it here first, though, right? I'm pretty sure I remember, like 5, 6, 7 episodes ago, we talked about this.
Yep. Come on. We're always the ones with
100%
with the gossip.
Scoop.
Do you know what it is, right? Well, I'm not annoyed, but it's a shame because most of the golf podcasts that either come out on Monday, Tuesday. We record our podcast on Monday and it comes out on Wednesday. So by the time this podcast comes out, it's almost old news, right? So it's like, okay, obviously Tiro Hatton news literally came out 15 minutes ago, but the listeners are not hearing about this until Wednesday, if not Thursday, Friday, which is, anyway, it's just one of those things. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't have a problem. I don't mind.
It was kind of expected.
Yeah.
He was a missing piece in the puzzle. Like, I think, Liv is really going hard to force the Ryder Cup to accept his members, right? Because look, the European team is kind of screwed, if you think about it.
100%. It's not it's screwed. It's, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, for future captains.
Collectively, how many points have they now poached from the Ryder Cup European team?
That's a great question.
Think about it this way.
Yeah, that's a lot. Yeah.
Like, how many points did Ram get? How many points did Tiro Hatton get? Yeah. Who else is left?
From the Ryder Cup, nobody.
That's just the most recent Ryder Cup, right?
I don't mind him going. I'm happy that he's going. I think he'd be a great signing for Liv. I think he will fit in perfectly. Yeah, man, it'd be good. I hope they mic him up. I hope. Dude, do you know what I've noticed? And this is so smart for Liv, and I hope they keep this going. I've noticed that their Liv is going, obviously targeting the younger audience, but they're also being very generous with their posts and their time with golf influencers. And this can only get bigger and bigger because we've seen like Bryson making videos with a bunch of YouTubers, and we've seen all of this stuff. And I think if they keep this going, like, oh my God, dude, Majestics, you haven't seen this.
No, I haven't.
Let me find it. I was watching it. So basically, the Majestics Live Golf Team, which is Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood, Henrik Stenson, and the young lad, Billy Horschel?
No, he's American. It's like
he is.
All the English lads.
No. It's the
no way.
Yeah, it's American. Basically,
no, it's not Billy Horschel.
I'm sure
Billy
it is.
Horschel. No way.
Yeah, one sec. Let me. I'm sure. I'm 99% sure it's Billy Horschel. Majestics Live Golf.
Sam Horsfield.
Sorry. Yeah, he's not English though. That's what I mean. Billy Horschel.
He's English.
Sam Horsfield.
He is literally English. It's
joking?
the Majestics, mate.
Yeah, Henry Stenson's not English. He's Swedish.
Yeah, but they also have the royal family up there, mate.
Dude, born in England. Okay, here we go. All right, this makes sense. Dude, he's got an American accent, right? So his what do you call it? His bio: born in England, Horsfield moved to the United States as a child and began playing golf as a 5-year-old. So sorry for not knowing that he's not English. That he's not English. He speaks like perfectly American.
Dude, like you say he's a young lad, and then you proceed to say Billy Horschel. Billy Horschel is like 40 years old.
I'm sorry, dude. Billy Horschel is a West Ham fan, right?
Yeah, he is.
See, that's why I mixed them up. I'm sorry. I apologize, Billy.
Fair enough.
Billy, I know you're listening. I'm sorry for calling you young. I didn't mean it. You're actually really, really old. I'm so sorry, dude. But yeah, basically, the Majestics have a series going on, and it's actually pretty good. It's called Camp Confidential, and it's basically like their own version of like Full Swing. And
nice.
It just
like
follows.
Documentary.
It's so sick. Once a week, it's like 35-40 minute like documentary, and it's like they have like what's it called? The F1 team principals. They have like team principals, and they have like managers and blah, and like coaches and physios, and it's so interesting to see like the behind the scenes. And it's like a documentary style, Full Swing style.
So basically, they share like the facilities, I guess, within the team. Is that
the facilities is basically Ian Porter's house and guest house. So it's pretty cool. Like, you know, they're all staying, or like, you know, whenever it's an off season, they're practicing around Ian Porter's house in Florida, which is cool, man. It's pretty cool. You hanging out with your two best mates.
But that's what a lot of these golfers do, right? In the golf season, you hang out with your buddy, right? So if you're like Dallas based, right, you know, you know, maybe like, I don't know, you guys pair up. Most people are in Florida, right? So you just pair up and you know, you go practice together. And the weather's nice and beautiful, right? Get to actually enjoy golfing in Florida. You can't actually play golf in the summer in Florida because it's too hot.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, you know, they're really pushing this social media and this like you know, this influencer kind of, you know, marketing thing through. And I think it's pretty cool. And I think it's a great way to get in with the young crowd, if that makes any sense, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously, and I think that's how they're trying to attract more audience to the brand, and I think it's genuinely going to work. Because what's the guy from Foreplay? Oh, I can't remember his name now.
Which one?
Riggs. No. He's not even in the Foreplay stuff. He's a member of Barstool. I can't remember his name, and he did like a live stream until he got a hole. Like the stream wouldn't end until he got a hole in one.
Oh, Jerry.
That's it, Jerry. Yeah.
Jerry the Kid.
Yeah, Jerry the Kid. Yeah. So like even Live Golf, when he got the hole in one, even Live Golf were like posted like, you know, it was inevitable, and I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool, man. Like Jerry the Kid, obviously it blew up. He took like, I think, was it like 2 or 3 days to get a hole in one. He had like 3,000 shots until you got a hole in one. Is it the 16th at Pebble Beach that he was trying to get a hole in one at?
Something like that.
And it's like, it's pretty cool how, you know, you didn't have to do that. And then PGA, I think, jumped on the back on the bandwagon as well. Pebble Beach even had like a flag signed. Like, I think it's just all pretty cool stuff. But yeah, speaking of Live,
growing the game.
I mean, very what's the word I'm looking for? Not naive, but obviously I've been a fan of golf for the past 4 years only. So I'm playing catch up with all the history and everything. But to be fair to me and to you as well, growing up, I wasn't watching golf and I wasn't following golf. And, you know, the only thing I knew was Tiger Woods. I didn't know anything else. And then I've become obsessed with golf. And now there's not much that we don't really know about. Obviously, there's loads that we don't know about golf. But there's a lot that we kind of, obviously with the podcast, we're almost in a good way forced to read the golf news and kind of stay on top of all these topics. Anthony Kim. I didn't know who this guy was. I put my hands up. I'm sorry, guys. But apparently, he was like a PGA Tour legend 12 years ago.
Big belt buckle.
Yes, I saw that. It was like AK, right? It was like his initials. Yeah. And apparently, he's making a comeback. And I thought, that's pretty cool. But do you know anything about this, Chenji?
No, I mean, I just like, you know, I've watched his old videos, right? And he was just like legendary guy. He's got a lot of swag. And then he like, you know, he was really like he was doing super well until, I don't know, was it an injury that knocked him out or something like that? Yes,
it was a bunch of
just never came back.
It was a bunch of different injuries, and basically what happened was, I've got it here. Kim has an insurance policy that was worth upwards of like £8 million.
That's right. He couldn't come back. He would either like take the insurance or he could go back and risk, you know, obviously like not ever winning.
Yes.
So he chose the money basically.
Basically, yes, yeah. But now,
yeah, that's right. That's exactly
what happened was, Liv have in fact offered to hand Kim a signing fee of the same figure to cover the insurance policy, obviously in a bid to get the signature from Anthony Kim, which is pretty cool. And I think, obviously, by what I've seen and what I've gathered from Anthony Kim, I think he would fit in really well with Liv as well.
And apparently, he still plays really, really good golf.
Dude, I saw some swing videos. He
plays all the time.
Oh yeah, my God, dude!
I mean, I remember reading that story about the life insurance, right? Like, you know, it's how there's like, you know, bright star, super charismatic. You know, people call him the next Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, like, you know, would have the most like weirdest rounds, like, you know, make a couple double bogeys and then like still shoot 62.
Yes, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It's like your round basically.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah.
You know, like shoot 62, but with a double bogey on the 18.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, because of some insurance policy, he just never came back into the professional golfing world, right? But, you know, I think it'd be super interesting. And I think for a lot of people, it'll be like a nice little closure, right? Because there were so many of his supporters. Imagine you're supporting Tiger Woods and all of a sudden he just
disappears
because of some insurance policy.
The issue is now, obviously, Liv are going to risk, shall we say, paying the £8 million pounds or $10 million to this insurance policy so he can come back and play. But they don't know how good he actually is.
Doesn't matter. He's got the brand value.
Yes, but yeah, exactly. So basically, what's going to happen if he chooses to go back to the PGA Tour? He can't just play anywhere. He has to play like qualifiers and he's got like past champion exemptions or whatever to compete in some tournaments, but not all of the tournaments. But basically, what's going to happen is he's almost like guaranteed a sponsorship exemptions to play in some of the tournaments, and hopefully, obviously, build up. Get some points, OWGR points, and then be able to qualify for bigger and better tournaments. Whether or not he wants to take the slow route or the fast route is a different story, right? So I think the easy option for him, if he wants to chase the money, which he already did once, go to Liv, get your 150 grand a week, even if you finish last, and just happy days. Pay off your insurance policy, whatever it is that you need to do, and happy days. But it's quite interesting. And it'd be really, really, really interesting to see what actually happens.
Kind of on this topic about, I guess Liv growing its name, growing its everything.
Yeah.
What would be the single biggest thing, to happen to Liv that would literally make it blow up in the world?
Go on.
If Taylor Swift broke up with his American footballer boyfriend and then literally got together with like a Liv golfer.
Pat Perez.
But
Taylor Swift and Pat Perez.
Zero chance. Zero chance.
I can see that.
Zero chance.
I could see
Sam Horsfield.
No chance. No way. Dude, Taylor Swift
and Pat Perez. Oh my God.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Seriously, he's single.
That is a now we're getting into who's sleeping with who in the Live Tour.
No, but because I recently saw this piece of news that since like Taylor Swift got together with Travis Kelce, right, which happened in like September 2023, right? So it's only been like 3 months, 4 months, yeah. She single-handedly created like over $300 million worth of value.
I saw. It's crazy.
Right,
it's absolutely mental. Do you know what? Right.
So can you imagine if like Taylor Swift and Bryson DeChambeau got together?
What if obviously Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are happily together for now? What if they're like, she got paid as a, what's it called? They do it in Hollywood. I can't remember what it's called now. My mind's gone blank. Like where they kind of put on a relationship as a facade to gain, like people to make people talk about them. I can't remember what
like a PR stunt.
Yeah, a publicity stunt, right? So
stunt,
they pay. Obviously, this sounds horrible, but it happens. Like obviously, I'm not saying she's. Yeah, this is obviously hypothetical. But what if Liv Golf paid Taylor Swift to pretend that she's going out with Bryson to drive client base and what do you call it, and audience to Liv Golf? Dude, it would take Liv Golf to the next level. You'll see like 90% of the women going to the tour. Oh no, sorry, 90% of the people going to watch Liv would be women that want to get a glimpse 100%. Of Taylor Swift. That's crazy.
Exactly. Mad. Can you imagine going to like JCB and then like a bunch of Swifties?
Yes. Like with weird makeup and they're wearing like tutus. And
like, it's like everybody in like Staffordshire.
Yes. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely mental. Oh, that's really cool. Dude, the last thing I want to talk about, obviously...
Dude, it would 100% be worth it to highlight, I don't know, get her the biggest Live contract there is, and then she will definitely bring more value out of it, even though she doesn't even play golf.
It's mad.
Anyway,
go on. Yeah, it's pretty cool. You know what? I could actually see them together with Bryson. Taylor Swift and Bryson, I could definitely see them together,
All right, yeah, I think it makes sense.
Interesting. Obviously won't happen. Anyway, moving on. Last week, we didn't make a podcast because Chenji wasn't feeling very well. He was a bit under the weather, which is completely fine, no problem. But obviously, a couple of big things happened that we haven't obviously spoken about. Number one is the Sunday Red, the patent pending that Taylor made. Taylor Swift, Taylor made. My mind, yeah. That Taylor made have kind of...
Oh my God. And Taylor made signs Taylor Swift.
These hypotheticals, mate, are getting way out of hand. Colin Morikawa and Taylor... No. He's already got he's engaged or married, actually. Who from TaylorMade is single? There's nobody I can think of. Scotty's not. Tommy, Tiger Woods? No. Tiger Woods and Taylor Made? Tiger Woods and Taylor Swift?
I mean, he can always be single, I guess.
He's always single. He's been single for the past 65 years, mate. Even when he's married, he's still single.
He's single.
Famously single.
She was married and he was single.
Yeah. That's how it worked. Anyway, so yeah, Sunday Red. Obviously, everybody's heard about this. Dude, the logo. Have you seen the logo?
Yeah, look. It looks like you know the brand Arc'teryx, like the outdoor brand.
Let me see.
It looks like that.
It looks like the Slazenger brand.
It looks like the Slazenger brand and Arc'teryx.
Arc'teryx.
Like fused together. Like ARCTERYX something.
Oh yeah, I got it. Let me see. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Isn't it? It literally is like Slazenger and Arc'teryx, like
dude,
combined.
That is so similar. The Arc'teryx logo looks like a broken, like a dinosaur.
It's a bird.
It looks like
it's
a
like
dinosaur.
It's like an ancient bird.
It looks like a dinosaur with a broken neck. And then the Sunday Red logo, the new Tiger Woods logo, looks like a dinosaur. Well, it looks like a tiger plowing. Is that plowing or pounding? I don't even know how you call it. I'm not David Attenborough. Anyway, but yeah, I don't think it looks very good, but obviously it's going to sell. It'd be really cool for TaylorMade if they actually pulled this off. That'd be pretty cool. But the other massive news, the last thing we're going to finish on, Nick Dunlap, the first amateur since Phil Mickelson in 33 years to win a PGA Tour event. The most interesting fact, obviously he didn't win the prize money, which is whatever. 4 days, I think like 5 days later, he turned pro, right? Sorry. The most interesting fact that I don't know if you've seen, have you seen his what is it? His ranking, his world ranking.
Oh, he went up by like, I think it's a single biggest jump in like the world ranking in the history, right?
Nick Dunlap has made the biggest jump in official world golf ranking history. He was 4,129th best golf player in the world. After winning, he is now 68th. Dude, that is absolutely insane. The only
but to be honest with you, like, dude, like being that high up as an amateur in college, that's pretty sick as well, to be fair.
I mean, he's walking around with like a new swag. You know, he's walking around like, you know exactly what like he has got the. Yeah, he's walking around. But it's I think the only person that could potentially have an even, imagine what a story this would be, right? What's it? Anthony Kim makes a comeback. Obviously, he's nowhere near 4,000 because he hasn't competed in 12 years. And he comes back and ends up winning his first ever tour event. Imagine that for a story. That would make a great film. Anyway.
100%.
On that note, guys, thank you very much for listening. As always, bit of a hectic one today. I don't even know where it was going. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for listening. Please like and subscribe. And we will see you again this time next week. Take care. Bye.
Bye.